friends and welcome to my channel Iballdesigningdeveloper. So have you ever written the same block of code multiple times and thought there's gonna be a better way? Well, it is, and it's called a method. In Java, methods that are like powerful tools that help you organize, reuse and simplify your code. Whether you are calculating a grade, checking login credentials or printing a greeting, methods let you wrap logic into neat reusable blocks. Think of them as your Java code's personal assistants. Give you them a task, they get it done and you don't have to repeat yourself. Today we will dive into how to create methods, how to pass data and how to get results back, all while writing cleaner, smarter code. So in this video we will be learning about Java class methods. So I hope you will be enjoying this video in which we will be learning about class methods in Java. So if you understand this video and if you enjoyed this amazing tutorial, so remember to hit a like to this video, and if you are new on this channel, want to see more videos like this, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing hit notification bell so you can get the notifications of all my videos which I will be uploading in future. So now what we are waiting for, let's move to computer screen and let's dive into it. Alright, so we are on the computer screen, and like I've told you in the start that today in this video I will be telling you that what are class methods in Java and how we can use it. If we talk about normal class methods in Java, so we have learned from the Java methods chapter that methods are declared within a class and that they can used to perform certain actions, and there are many certain actions which you can perform using methods in Java. We have already learned about methods in Java in the previous videos when we were just working on this Java tutorial series, and I hope you understand that how we can use methods in Java. And like using that methods, we also use class methods in Java, which comes in object oriented programming. So that's the reason we are starting this class methods with object oriented programming, so you can see that how we can perform certain action using this class method like we were doing using normal methods working with Java. So moving down, this is the example that how you can create a method named myMethod in main, which we already know because in the method video we understand that how we can create methods and how we can call that methods using different parameters. So that's the way when we are working with class methods, we also need to create a normal method like we create normally. So you just can create name of any method, like in this case I have written my method name as myMethod, and I have created this myMethod name in this main class here because I want this method should be coming in this class, and then I will be writing all the code in this method which I want should be executed and I can get the output. So you can write any code you want to be executed here. In this case I have written println, in which I have written one simple text of hello world because I want that this text should be coming in my output when I will be running this myMethod, or you can say this normal method here in my main class. So simply I will be copying this here and I will be moving on to my NetBeans IDE, because you all know that when we were just working with our Java tutorial videos, and right now also we are working with, so we were just using this NetBeans IDE as our default text editor. And if you're working with Java or starting with Java as a beginner, so I will prefer you to use this IDE because it has all the features and all the optional things which a beginner needed when they're starting with a programming language like Java. So moving on to this, you will be getting a starting page on your NetBeans IDE, so you don't need this page. So simply I will be closing it here. You can create one project if you want. I have already created a project with the name of project 1. You can press right click and you can rename your project as well, but in this case I'll be not doing it. We have already created one main.java file and I will be using same file here. I'll be pasting all the codes which I have copied. So you can just see we have created one class of main, and after that in this main class I have created my method so that I can run all the things which I am writing in that method and I can get the output. Remember the class in the previous videos, I have told you that when you are creating public class, so you need to write the name of the class same as your file name is. Like my file name is main.java, so in this case I will be creating my class name as main as well. If you are having any other name of your Java file, so you need to write that file name here with this public class so that you can get your method running in your output. So what I'm going to do is I will be simply running it and I will be right clicking on my main.java file. I will be pressing run file from here, and you can just see it is saying me that class main does not have a main method, but I have created one method of myMethod. So that's the reason I will be saving this file now and I will be running it. After running again we are getting same thing. So now we have to solve this thing. You can say we are not getting any error, but it is just giving me an information that you have not created any method in your main class. I have created a method, but I have not defined this method in this class, and I need to do that so that I can run this hello world in my output. Moving on to this Word document again, if I show you, so here it is written, my method prints a text, the action when it is called to a call method, write the method's name followed by 2 parentheses and a semicolon. So it is just saying me that when it is called, so the call method write the method's name and it is followed by 2 parentheses and a semicolon. If you want to do that, you can do. So inside main you can call your my method class here. So like this, in this case I will be calling this, and I have also created another class so that I can get the output running, because I have created one class at the top. If I show you here in this NetBeans ID, I have created a method here, but I have not called this method. That's the reason it is giving me an information that you have created one method, but you have not called that method. That's the reason you are not getting this hello world printing in your output. So now what I'm going to do is I have created method as well, and I have called this method in another main class which I have created. Now if I run this thing here by pressing right click and run file, so you can just see our output is running. It is just having some loading, and you can just see we are getting the text printed as hello world. So that's the way how you can create method and how you can create method with class. This is the method which we have created with class of main, and in this class method I have defined my method name at the top which I have created. So in this case I have written my method name as my method, and you can give your method name as you want to. So I have written that, and moving on to my Word document, if I move down and show you, so if you want to understand that how we can use static and public in this class method, so you can use that as well. You will often see Java programs that have either static or public attributes and methods. In the example above, we have created a static method, which means that it can be accessed without creating an object of class, unlike public which can only be accessed by objects. So it is saying me that if you use a static method to create a class method, so it means that it can be accessed without creating an object of the class. But if you use the unlike method of public, so it can only be accessed by objects. So in this case it is preferring me that you can use this static method, because it is an easy method and it contains all the things, and it can also be accessed by creating an object of the class, which is easy for a beginner if they are starting to create any common methods if they want to. Then moving down, this example shows like an example to demonstrate the differences between static and public methods. If you want to understand that what is the difference between static and public methods, so this is the class which we have created, in which we have created one static method and the second we have created our public method. So when you will be running both things, because in both things I have written different text here, but the process of writing both text is same, so you will be getting the output that what is running fast here. So moving on to my NetBeans ID, first of all I will be copying these all things and I will be pasting in place of it, then I will be running it. But you can just see I cannot run it because I have not defined these all things, and I need to close the bracket as well, which I have not done. That's the reason I was just getting an error here. Moving on to my main.java file, I will be running it, and it is saying me that class main does not have a main method. Again, we have created methods, but we have not called these methods using another class method of Java. So moving on to my Word document, I will be running these all things using this main method here. So I will be copying this thing now. Moving on to my NetBeans ID, I will be pasting it down here. So you can just see I have pasted all these things. Now I will be running it here so that I can just call these all methods and I can get the output. I have called the methods now. Run this file here. After running, you can just see we are getting both text printed. Static methods can be called without creating objects, and the second text we are getting is public methods must be called by creating objects, and both text which we have written are in strings, you can just see. And that's the way how you can use the static method and public method when you are working with class method in Java. And we are doing these all things in object oriented programming. I hope you understand how we can start with it. If you haven't checked out my video of object oriented programming, you can check that out, from which you will be having a good understanding that if we are starting with object oriented programming, so how we can start with it and what's the commonly used methods which we used in object oriented programming. And from that, this is one commonly used method which we use, which is called class method. Moving on to my Word document here, if I just show you, this is another way that how you can access methods with an object if you want to. And one note is here written like you will learn more about these keywords called modifiers in Java modifiers chapter. Means in the coming up videos I will be telling you about each and every keyword which we are learning here, which we are writing in this video. So I'm not explaining you each and everything again and again because we have already understand, but there are some things, or so you can say there are some keywords or some things which we haven't understand in the previous videos. So in the coming up videos, I will be telling you that why we are using these all things and what's the purpose to use it. And that's the way that how you can use these class methods in Java. We can create a custom main class with the class keyword, and we can create the full throttle and speed methods in the main class. The full throttle method and the speed method will print out some text when they are called, and the speed method accepts an init parameter called max speed, which we will use in 8. And in order to use main class and its method, we need to create an object of main class. If you want to just use the main class and its method, so you need to create an object of main class, which you can normally create here. And if I just show you, there are some other points you can just see, and you can also remember that the dot is used to access the objects, attributes and methods, which is really important here. And if you want to use multiple classes here, means multiple class methods, so how you can do that, you can just see this, but I will be not going in too much detail because it will be really confusing for you. So I hope you understand how we can just use class methods in Java, how we can use a static and public method, which are most commonly used methods when we are working with class methods in object oriented programming. That's the way to use it, and I hope you understand how we are using it here and what's the purpose to use these methods when we are working with class methods in Java. So if you have understand this video and if you enjoyed this amazing tutorial in which we have learned about class methods, so remember to hit a like, and if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like this, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing, hit notification bell so you can get the notifications of all my videos which I will be uploading in future. So just I will be meeting you next tutorial or in next video of Java. So for today, goodbye.